Howdy folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and today for you I have another gunnery guide for GHPC, and today I am going to show the gunnery systems for the BRDM 2. There's not really going to be a whole lot here to cover, but there's definitely going to be some things to cover. One, this gun does not have a stabilizer because it is a machine gun and a turret. It is considered one of those of it doesn't need stabilized. So there's no stabilizer, you can ignore that. You can cycle weapons because it does actually have a coaxial 7.62 millimeter machine gun, which is a PKT. But what you're seeing me here using here is the 14.5 millimeter KPVT. Of course, I'm also having some issues trying to get in position because actually this is quite a tall vehicle with very little gun depression. It'd be nice if the Soviets actually figured out what gun depression really was, but they didn't do a good job about that. Anyway, things like dumping lead, adjusting range, and etc., resetting range is completely useless. However, this reticle does have illumination. I do want to point that out there. That is an important feature for the gunnery sight. Now, I'm going to do a quick blow up here, and I'm going to show the difference between the two sights. So actually what you have here is you have two sights that actually ran through the same sight. You have two different rangers, if you will. That is on the vertical line of the gunnery sight. As you can see, one side is for the KPVT ranging. The numbers is the range in meters times 100. So 4 is 400 meters. 16 is 1600 meters. 20 is 2,000 meters. Almost said 20,000 meters because I'm retarded. I'm old and shit, folks. Don't judge me too hard. The other side is the PKT ranging. Once again, 4 is 400 meters. 8 is 800 meters. 15 is 1,500 meters. So as you can see, generally they're the same, but they're different range scopes. As you can see, the lines are in different positions. You have to have your gun pointed up a lot higher at 800 meters for the PKT than you do for the KPVT. Now that being said, this is not an exact science. It's a generalization, and basically what you have to do is when you're ranging that area, you put your sight in the rough area that you think the target's range is. If you think it's at 800 meters, then you put it at 800 meters if you're firing the KPVT, which is the third line down from the top. And then you fire. And then you adjust going by your tracers. Now for the PKT, for 800 meters, you go to the fourth line down, which is even further down, and it's actually even past the 1,200 meter range for the KPVT ranging. Now your horizontal bar there, that is just for adjusting for movement if you're shooting at a moving target or whatever. Now this vehicle is designed to shoot at things like M113s and infantry. It's a reconnaissance car, so the movement ranging markers are not going across the screen like they would for a tank, because generally this is not designed to shoot at extremely fast moving vehicles like that, besides the fact that actually the velocity of a 14.5 millimeter machine gun is actually pretty good. Now I'm just going to shoot here a little bit. I'm not going to mess around too much. This is actually going to be kind of a short video today. There's not, as I said, not really a whole lot to go over. There's no zoom yet. I don't actually believe this even does have an optic that zooms. Please correct me if I'm wrong, folks. Comments down below. But in game, it does not zoom. There's a lot of functions that a lot of vehicles have that this vehicle in particular just doesn't have, nor does it technically need for its role. It is a reconnaissance car, a command vehicle. You essentially drive into a position, you'll probably get out of the vehicle, and you'll stand there with a pair of binoculars and you'll scout an area out. That's really all this vehicle's meant for. It's not really per se a true combat vehicle. It's not an armored personnel carrier where it drives into a zone and dumps troops off and drives away. It's not meant to actually be in combat at all. It's more or less weapons systems is for self-defense purposes. That's really it, folks. Not a whole lot to really cover here today with the BRDM2, but that is my gunnery guide for the BRDM2. Now, if there's things that the developers for Gunner Heat PC changes, and especially Jurassic things, I need to come back and revisit this, I will revisit this. Plus the fact I do have more guides on the way for Gunner Heat PC about how to use different gunnery optics, as well as I'm also working on some tactical guides as well, like tactical maneuvers and things like that, and how to do different things in the game. Anyway, folks, so there you go. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more of this content from me for Gunner Heat PC, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when it goes live. Like the video, comment on the video, things like that. Share it with your friends. It'll help raise awareness of my YouTube channel as well as raise awareness for Gunner Heat PC, folks. Also, one more thing before I go. A lot of shameless plugging here at the end of the video. I'm also going to be putting links for the Patreon as well as the website for Gunner Heat PC. It is in development. It's still early development, folks. But it's definitely worth checking out. I rather like what they are doing. Anyway, folks, now you can take a breath and wrap the video up. Thank you all for tuning in again, and have yourself a wonderful day.